Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. So, unfortunately, we have encountered a bit of a bug right here at the beginning, and I'm a little unhappy about it, but during the last episode, we annexed Romania, Serbia, and Greece, and we got these exact pop-ups already, and we chose to already occupy them, which is why we have a fairly solid industrial base at this point in the game. So it is a little unfortunate that we have encountered this bug because they've fired again and we have to lose another 200 political power. So it kind of seems like we are not going to be getting any political power at all for a very long time. Oh well, not much. Well, there is some, we can do something about it, and we will be doing something about it by getting into the world finish, which will remove political instability. So we will be getting 0.9 political power a day. And yeah, so at some point we'll get caught up on that. Probably wait until we are ahead on political power to begin our next war. But that being said, let's take a look at the research. Everything seems to be going accordingly. Yes, I do believe superior firepower is the way to go here. As we have a fairly solid amount of manpower, but we only have 2 million available right now. And since our industrial base is getting fairly solid, I feel like we'll be able to produce quite a bit. So, as far as production goes, we are way behind on support equipment and way ahead on infantry equipment. So we're going to go ahead and throw 2 more factories down onto the support equipment line. And I think I'm going to pull I'm going to pull 1 factory from the artillery and 1 factory from the infantry equipment line and get a full line on our anti-tank. We don't have them in any of our divisions yet, but we are just getting a bit of a surplus before swapping that into our main divisions. So if we look at our main division, we're going to swap out the support artillery for a field hospital here pretty quick. And then I'm not sure if we're going to go support anti-tank or if we're going to go actual line anti-tank yet. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. So without any further ado, let's get right back into it. As we can see, things are still kicking off over in Russia, but the Soviets are getting pushed back pretty hard. Unlike in our last Kaiserreich campaign, where thanks to French and British and a little bit of Spanish assistance, they were able to push quite a ways into Russia. Doesn't look like that will be the case this time. Let's see. Authoritarian Democrat is the ruling party in Russia. So there's our downfall instability, which is not good. We've gone, what did we go, from average to low? Yeah. Yep, that is not great, but I think we will be okay. So we'll probably hit very low, and then, okay, we're not going to hit disaster. We avoided disaster by not going less than 400 or 500. So we will try and avoid that at all costs. Like I said, it's pretty unfortunate about that bug. Pretty unfortunate indeed. Now we do have... Hold on, I will pause and check this in a second. We do have some more naval bombers that we can add to our squadron here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We have stopped the production of our naval bombers. Well, I say unfortunately, but we can't really sustain it right now as we are trying to crank out as many fighters as possible. So rubber. We are not getting our rubber. Who are we trading rubber with? The Netherlands. Yes. Okay, our trade agreement is canceled because the Dutch East Indies... Okay, that's why. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get rubber from the Kingdom of Siam. I feel like that'll be a more stable source than the German Empire for the time being, as more than likely the Second World War, or Weltkrieg, is going to kick off probably at the start of next year, looking at how high world tension is. It's actually getting pretty close to the point where we can go ahead and start justifying our own war goals once we get some positive political power. Which will take, yeah, it'll be a while. We're still waiting on that. Our ammunition 37 is almost done. go. We have some free dockyards. Alright, we have finished up our destroyers. Now, the question is, do we continue to build ships? Build, battle, or line ships and screening ships, I should say, instead of convoys. We don't have many convoys, but we're not really using a lot. Maybe we should rebuild our submarine fleet, since it got entirely annihilated in, I believe it was the Balkan Wars we just fought. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and get our submarine fleet going. Let's just get 10 of them for now. That should be okay, and we'll break that into 5 sub-groups and have them patrol the Mediterranean for us. Alright, moving on. Let's see, 4 days until we have this research done. Let's see, what will our next research be? Let's see. There we go, very low stability, that sucks. We probably are going to need tanks, unfortunately. I don't really want to invest too much into tanks, but we're probably going to need them, so let's go for medium tanks. We can get the Lukes researched by the end of this year, then we can get medium tank 1 researched. Unfortunately, there is no custom name for the Austrian tanks other than the Lukes. Alright, research superior firepower is almost done. Into the world, another 22 days on that, so keep time moving on. Now these air wings we can go ahead and merge, right? Yes, okay, they will merge. Excellent. They are standing by, so we'll have them out in the Adriatic, just doing the... Actually, we'll do it that way and transfer you guys out to there. That should be fine. It appears the Civil War up in the Baltic is over. Well, that's interesting. Yep, kind of expected that, as the United Baltic Duchy had, well, way more everything, honestly. So, more available planes and reserves is what it is starting to tell us. Let's take a look-see at that. No, we're not going to throw in any of these interwar fighters yet, as we would all we'd have to do is just wait for them to upgrade with the production. And I would like to start getting fresh wings of fighters out there as soon as possible. Alright. Yes, there we go. Into the World is done. So we are now getting 0.9 political power a day by finishing up some focuses. So we could go for a decentralized development scheme, but I think we're going to go ahead and just expand the Austrian military now so we can get this for 25% research bonus for land doctrine to help speed up our research on superior firepower. So we will be holding off on getting the next tier of this until we get that, which is fine. It's totally fine. Everything is going swimmingly this campaign. The Kurdish uprising, the Ottomans are still standing somehow. There we go. Now, let's see. Could we send volunteers? We could probably send volunteers to Russia. We could totally send volunteers to Russia. Should we? Nah. No, we don't really need army experience, and there's no reason we should waste our equipment just yet, as we are going to need a ridiculous amount of equipment. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've seen this event before, actually. Huh, that's kind of cool. Whoa, wait, what? Oh, wow. So the Ottomans are at war with the Axis. Wow. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to go super well for the Ottomans or Bulgaria. So we may have some unwelcome neighbors on our doorstep before too long, actually. I don't really like that proposition, so let's go ahead and just crank production up to a maximum. Alright, it is 38. What can we do industrially? Engineering is good. Now it is, it's only May, so let's not worry about that just yet. We could research the anti-air, but I don't think it's really worth it. It might be worth researching heavy tanks, because I've heard you can do some really broken stuff with heavy tank destroyers. So that might be worth researching. Let's go ahead and pick up dive bombing, as we are getting our close air support 1 researched. We will start getting that produced as soon as we can. Now construction. We are repairing a bunch of the infrastructure that we just annexed, which is fine. But unfortunately, due to our stability, we only have 17 factories working on construction. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Political power is starting to come back, though. So we are getting there, at least. Cyprus has rebelled? Alright. Oh, they have a non-aggression pact with Egypt already. Interesting. Yeah, it appears the Ottomans are going to just get demolished here. So they have a non-aggression pact with... Oh, they have a non-aggression pact with Albania, and that's it. Wait a minute. Wow. That's interesting. So Albania is now independent. You know, let's actually check this. Let's see. Can we get our party popularity any higher? Yeah, actually, we could go ahead and take this. At the cost of 25 political power, we could get to almost 70% party popularity. I don't think it's worth the political power right now, as we're already hemorrhaging it. Thanks to some bugs. But nothing much we can do about that. Oh, excuse me. So, available planes in reserve, still nothing. Alright, so we are starting to get some fighters in reserve, which is excellent. We'll just let those build up. Alright, there's our computing machine research done. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Should we go ahead and get decryption and encryption? I think we should. Let's get decryption first so we can actually see what we're up against most of the time. That would be rather nice. And then we'll go ahead and pick up encryption 1 as well. Another 35 days on the Austrian military. Expanding it, I should say. Which will be very nice to pick up those research bonuses. Let's see, is anything else happening? Let's check on the Second American Civil War. Wow, this is a mess. So New England's a thing in this campaign. That's kind of cool. Yeah, oh wow, this is a mess. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top of these three. Washington has finally fallen. It appears the syndicates of the combined syndicates of America have taken Washington. Actually, it might be the combined syndicates of America that win this. They look like they're pushing in pretty hard at this point. Then again, it's kind of hard to tell. We will definitely keep an eye on things over there. Let's look at South America. Anything happening down here? Nope. Anything in Africa? Nope, not really. Anything down here? So Dutch East Indies are now they're a occupied puppet of the Dutch. Interesting. Alright, so Republic of Lithuania got annexed by Lithuania. Oh, hey, world tension is now high enough that we can actually start justifying war goals, but I don't think we're going to. Well, we can't, actually, because we have negative political power. But we will get that dealt with in due time. So, after we expand the Austrian military, we're going to go ahead and... oh, wow. Alright, that's interesting. So, we're going to go ahead and finish this off so we can get rid of the aftermath of Black Monday as quickly as possible. And let's check our research. We have these two wrapping up rather shortly, which will be nice. Go ahead and get started on our land doctrine again. There we go. 10 army experience as well from this. So not a lot, but still nice to have. Let's get initial recovery up and on the go so we can get rid of... Yeah, so we can fix some of these. Like, if we can get rid of the aftermath of Black Monday, we'll be able to produce so much more. We are getting caught up on infantry equipment, or support equipment, I should say, which is rather nice indeed. Fair few subs coming out. It appears all of our resources are coming in. Ooh. Let's see. Deploy units. What do we have? What are you guys missing? Support equipment? Oh, yeah, we don't have a location for you guys. It's more divisions. So we'll deploy you here, I suppose. Yeah, you deploy there. Right click. Oh, come on. Pause game. Okay, deploy there and join. Actually, no, that's the wrong army. We need you to join there. Thar. Oh, a little of my Indiana Hoosier accent slipping out. Good times. Good times. You guys didn't hear that. Moving on. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just go ahead and deploy these guys. We're just going to keep cranking these divisions out. We have another 5 added to our main Field Marshal's army, who does have offensive doctrine. Now, that will play a rather significant factor, actually, with our divisions that we put in there. Specifically, we could probably go up, I think we can go up to 44 combat width, and then with the Field Marshal having offensive doctrine, it will go back down to 40, which is where you want to be as far as division, what is the exact name? Combat width. You want to be at 40, and for the reasons why, I'm not 100% sure on them, but Riemann's Paradox made a fantastic video on that, so I will link that down in the description if you guys want to check that out. Alright, 91, what in the, oh my, what? Since when did, well, there we go, rip world tension. Rip world tension. Oh, there we go, so the Combined Syndicates of America have finished off their war. They're just fighting against the American Union state now, which I don't think is going to be able to win. So you are at war with the Pacific States of America. Alright, that's pretty funny. New England joined the Entente, interestingly enough. Kind of surprised Canada didn't annex New England. They do that fairly often, or at least puppet them, I believe. So, no template for our motorized and anti-tank. Alright, so we have a pretty solid number of those now. So I think I feel okay with swapping Field Hospital in there and support anti-tank. Let's look at this. So each one would need 20 motorized, more infantry, more support equipment, oh god, more manpower. Our soft attack would go down, the hard attack would go up, breakthrough would go down. Trickleback is nice. You know, I think we will do this, even though it is going to require a ridiculous amount of support equipment. Again. So, let's go back to our production. Yeah, it might be worth pulling some factories. Oh, wow. Needed for reinforcement. Okay, so we need more factories. Fortunately, we will have some more factories popping up here and there. We also just need some time to go by, which isn't bad. So we'll get that. I think we're way overproducing artillery right now. We are definitely the furthest behind in support equipment. So we'll throw one in support equipment, one in anti-tank, and I think that will be fine. Alright, another 40 days and we'll have initial recovery done, which will help our production reach even greater heights. I'm not sure I was trying to go with that there. Trying to get all eloquent and fancy with my words. I'm just gonna stick with the normal commentary. May try and get eloquent at some point, but I digress. So it appears Soviet Russia is going to crumble more than likely. Brazil, ooh, civil war in Brazil. That's never mind. It's not much of a civil war. Oh, that's funny. Oh, alright. So, everything is kicking off now. The Princely Federation is getting annihilated by all sides. The Ottomans are actually holding fairly well, which is kind of surprising. They're actually holding off the Egyptian forces. They still... Okay, so Egypt still has the inexperienced forces national spirit, which doesn't help. Alright, free military factories. What? Oh, yes, we did just have a factory come up. Let's go ahead and throw one there. That should be fine. Because we definitely need a ridiculous amount of support equipment now. Alright, there we go. That is our close air support researched. Now we are going to jump back into land doctrine since we have those 25% research time reduction bonuses. We have 4 of them, which is really nice. I really like that focus. It's one of the better ones in this tree for sure. Four 4 research bonuses for land doctrine. Oh, that's fantastic. So, at some point we'll probably pick this up, because that will help. I don't know if we'll really need that armor research time reduction, because we're about to finish off Light Tank 2, or the Panzer L-36 Lux. This is a great tank. Those of you that have played World of Tanks will know what I mean when I say it's the cutest tank in the world. But once again, I digress. So initial recovery is about to wrap up, which is lovely. Alright, Ottoman Empire beat Kurdistan. Well, that's not surprising. Free dockyards. Oh, wow. We cranked out those subs quick. We have quite a few dockyards. It wouldn't be a bad idea to build the Navy back up a bit. And it might not be a bad idea to even research some better ships. At least like some 36 ships. I would like to build the Navy back up a little bit. Yeah, perhaps it would be worth researching some of these ships. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But that is where we are going to be wrapping things up for today's episode. So, as always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, spending a little part of your day here. It is greatly appreciated. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do remember to drop a like down below, as it really helps the channel, and subscribe for more Paradox Grand Strategy content in the future. My name's Ori. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you in the next one.